Hey y'all, welcome back, or welcome if you are new. My name is Sammi and welcome to this month's cookbook collab. My kids are standing here, so I'll probably this is what I get right here. Okay, so this is why I'm cracking up. But anyways, I'll be making two, I guess it's casserole. Yes, from the Best Ever Casserole. I'll flip it around when I go to edit so you all can see the name. But there's two recipes in here. The first one is Salisbury steak and potatoes. And then on another night, we are going to be making, hang tight if I can find it, pork chop bake. So those are the two recipes that we're going to be making. They're still staring, just so y'all can see. There's my babies.
I made a little snack. Powdered peanut butter.
But anyways, this collab is hosted by Tamara over at Southern Wife Everyday Life. I'll have the playlist for the collab linked below, as well as Tamara's channel. Please make sure y'all go check her out. She is such a wonderful, wonderful person, and I'm very blessed to be able to call her one of my best friends. So, without further ado, let's get on into cooking, y'all. Come on, let's go. Okay, so for the first recipe, we're going to make this creamy Salisbury steak and veggies, and this is out of a Gooseberry cookbook. It was a casserole cookbook of theirs. I'll have everything linked below, but these are all the ingredients you're going to need, and of course your bacon dish. So you have some cream of mushroom soup. I use the roasted garlic one, and then just a regular cream of mushroom, some eggs, breadcrumbs, onions, and of course your ground beef, a beefy onion soup mix, and the seasonings of your choice, but I used Cavender's and Badia. And then for the sides, we're just going to do some seasoned green beans and some crescent rolls, but I also had some leftover squash and zucchini from the dinner before when I filmed this, and also some corn, so I just heated that up with it. So the first thing you want to do is just slice up your potatoes. I just used my mandolin to do that, to get them all the same size, that way they would cook decently. So I went ahead and sliced all those up, and the next step is you just need to spray your dish with some butter spray, or wipe it down with some butter, however you want to do it. But just make sure you get that good and coated, and then you just layer in your potatoes, and make sure you season these. You'll see me do this here in just a minute, but you definitely want to make sure that you season those taters so they have a good flavor. And then once you do that, you want to go ahead and get your Salisbury steak ready. So I just took my ground burger, as much as you would need. I use 2 pounds, but you can alter that for your family. Well, actually mine was a little over 2 pounds. And then you add your eggs, your onions, your seasoned breadcrumbs, and then the seasonings of your choice. And like I said, I use the Badia Complete and Cavender's, and you season to your little heart is happy, and then you're good to go. So then you just want to mix these up very well, make sure everything is combined in there, and then you just form patties out of it. I think I got 6 patties out of this, and I made them pretty thick, that way you would have some substance with your food. So that's how we like them here, but you do what's right for your family when you patty out your burgers. But anyways, I'm just going to go ahead and do that. Okay, so we have all the burgers patted out. We're just gonna go ahead and lay them right over top of the taters, and then once you get those arranged is when you go ahead and start mixing up your cream soup. And you just take both of the cans. These are, I'm just showing you what I'm using right here, but you just dump them in your bowl, you mix it up. I did add a little bit of heavy whipping cream to this because I felt like it needed to be just have a little bit of extra liquid in it, so it wasn't in the recipe itself, but I added to it. And then you take a package of the beefy onion soup mix and you also mix that in, and then that is what you put over top of the burgers. You cover it with foil and you bake it 45 minutes to an hour, depending on the thickness of your patties. Mine was right at about an hour when I took it out. So anyways, and make sure you add butter on top. It just gives it flavor, but only if you want to. This is just how we like it here. So once you do that, you, like I said, you cover it and bake it, and then I'll bring you back when these get done. Alright y'all, everything is done here, and I'm just going to go ahead and show you everything. So this is the Salisbury steak with the taters underneath, and let me tell you something, this was definitely a 10 out of 10. I would highly recommend this recipe, and I will have that cookbook linked below in my description box if you want to purchase it. Definitely a must try. And then there's that heated up corn on the cob that I had. I just took it off the cob, and then the sauteed zucchini and squash with onions, and then of course I threw in the green beans and I made some crescents, and that was dinner this night, y'all. Also just wanted to mention that in my intro, which this is going to be added to it, I decided to do a different recipe than what was first in there. So the Salisbury steak dinner, I still made that one, but I went ahead and made this chicken and cheesy chicken and broccoli casserole dish to go with it. I just wanted to clarify that, so I'm going to stick this in here somewhere so y'all know that too. Alright y'all, so oh my goodness, where do I start with this recipe? It sounded good. All the ingredients were good, quick, simple, and easy. So you know, you have some boneless, skinless chicken breast, and I just cubed it up. Then you've got some Campbell's cheddar cheese soup, some evaporated milk, French fried onions, seasonings of your choice, and of course some spray for the crock pot. Completely lost my train of thought. And then you want some hash browns. They said shredded in the cookbook, but I only had the diced ones, so that's what I used. But to start off, you just spray your crock pot down and get that set aside, and then you just mix your soups together. So you take both cans of the soup, and then you dump both cans of the evaporated milk in on that too. You mix that together well, so it's combined. Add in your French fried onions, your Badia complete in the Cavenders, or whatever seasonings that you want for your family. Just put those in there, stir it together. I started with a little bit of the mix in the bottom. I went ahead and put the chicken in there, and then seasoned that too, though. You gotta season it. You gotta season with layers. And then I put those frozen taters in there, dumped the broccoli over top, and then poured the rest of the soup mixture on top of it. A little bit of butter in there as well. Put the lid on it, and I cooked it for the time said, and this is where it gets tricky. So it said 8 to 9 hours. I cooked it for 8, and it completely turned to mush on me. It wasn't my favorite dish. It was edible, but will I make it again like this? No. I'll probably do it in the oven and make it a different way. I wasn't too keen on the texture of it. I'm trying to show you here, the broccoli pretty much cooked down to nothing. So if you want to make this recipe, I would definitely cut that time down, maybe on high for like 3 hours, 3 to 4 hours, as long as your chicken's done. Next time, I'm definitely going to make it in the oven. Like I said, it wasn't a complete fail, but in a way it was, because it just wasn't right for my family in a crock pot. So I just wanted to throw that out there. But anyways, y'all, I thank y'all for joining me for another cookbook collab. Thank you, Tam, for hosting this. Y'all make sure y'all go show her some love, as well as everyone else that joined in on this cookbook collab. Until next time, my friends, God bless. Bye.